afraid. Don't be ashamed. We want black power. 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 We don't have to be ashamed of it.
This is not a regular, this is that boom, blah, blah, blah. Some may call it secular, I just call it black, black, black. Marcus Garvey, Bookmendati, bring that army, black, black, black. Malcolm X and Kwame Ture, this is where I'm at. If you wanna talk to me about black, black, black. Haile Selassie the first, Negus Nagas, let's talk about that. Kaboom, Yanni Maroon and all the Maroons, let's talk about that. The real Underground Railroad. The first subway for black. The freedom train begins with your brain. Get in on track. Whether justice or injustice, how do you react? Can you stand there laughing when they shoot us in the black? This is what some rappers sound like every time they rap. I'm raising up the red and the green and the black. Even with no cops in the hood, we still hear click, clack. I cannot forget my ancestors just because I rap. Look at me from top to bottom. KRS is black. Get up, get out, speak out, reach out. This is what black about. Get up, get out, speak out, reach out. This is what I rap about. Get up, get out, speak out, reach out. Too many selling out. Get up, get out, reach out, lift out. Yes, and I ask the question now, are you really black? It is not a mystery. We under attack. If you're chatting for free, you hold our people black. Time to put aside the fantasy and deal with fact. This is not the time to be talking all that crap. Those that talk that crap, or those that don't fight back. You can say what you like, but real skill, I never lack. Black is more a consciousness, the way you think and act. Yo, get up, get out, speak out, reach out. This is what black about. Get up, get out, speak out, reach out. This is what I rap about. Get up, get out, speak out, reach out. Too many selling out. Get up, get out, reach out, lift out, get out, lights out.
We have stayed here and we begged the president. We begged the federal government. That's all we've been doing, begging. It's time we stand up and take over. We have to do what every group in this country did. We got to take over the community where we outnumber people so we can have decent jobs, so we can have decent houses, so we can have decent roads, so we can have decent schools, so we can have decent justice.
Hotel family, this is your RBG brother, God Hollywood Jr., represent the RBG Nation, and I'm coming to you with another exclusive program. I want to thank those that's about to watch this live, and I want to share something with y'all that I felt that was pretty disturbing, and just let you know that nothing has changed in this country. And this incident, which I'm going to show you this individual, because this goes into my topic. Let me put this up. Share screen this. Because I don't sugarcoat nothing, man. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh, shoot, my brother is on here. Okay. Let me get my brother on here. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, shoot. Come on. Okay. And thank you. Wanted to give a big shout out to my brother. I'll let my brother introduce himself. I'm gonna let my brother introduce it. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Thanks for the opportunity. Finally got you.
Finally, man.
Thank you for. You know, I'm originally from New York too now.
That's what's up. Yeah, I know.
Really from BK and everything, but
That's what's up.
my channel is the Underrated Doctor. This is yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. Believe that, the best of the business. Be putting it down for a long time. And I'm here with the brother, the one and only guy, Nollywood Jr., Harlem owned like that. New York definitely strong in effect. And it is a pleasure to be finally got you. I wanted to get you, but it's an honor, brother. I really appreciate that. You don't know. You just do not know, man.
I appreciate you being here, brother. I'm glad we about to build, man. I know you want. I want to hear you. I want to feel your energy. I know you got a lot to say about what I'm about to show.
Yeah, do that. Yeah,
because I know you're gonna bang, and I want to just get it out. Just get it out because we're gonna bang today. We're gonna bang today. This ain't no young Pharaoh. This ain't no polite. You know what I'm saying? We the real bangers. You and I.
Yeah, man. This ain't no putting the pacifier in your mouth. Nah. With the truth, you gotta bang on it. No?
That's right. That's what we're gonna do. And Brother Bakar is gonna come shortly. Hopefully he gonna come because I know he got a lot to say on this too. So, you know, but today's topic is white trash Peckerwood, and we already know this individual. Give me 1 second. This individual named Edward Cagney Mathews, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, now he's in New Jersey. This is not down south. This is in New Jersey. Now I'm gonna show two things. I'm gonna show you that even in New Jersey, they had the Ku Klux Klan marching in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to let people know this is real. This is nothing fake. Oh, want to say give a shout out to the Queen, Erica Howard. How you doing? Queen? Glad you came on board because I'm going to show. I know Erica Howard. She's another banger right there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I met her through with the brother channel.
Yeah, she's a banger. Yeah, she bangs. Yeah, I'm telling you, she's a soldier. So, so this white extremist, I won't even call him a white supremacist because ain't nobody supreme over us. I call him he's a white extremist. And he came. Oh, I got Brother Bakari on here. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. That's right. I'll let my another brother introduce himself. Go ahead, brother. Introduce yourself. I know. Is he? He got on mute. You on mute, brother?
Oh man, go ahead, man. Peace,
no,
man.
Introduce yourself, King. Introduce yourself.
Bakari. Peace. I'm glad to be here. The white trash Peckerwood. Peace. Peace to the number one grinder. Peace to the chat. I'm just ready to get into this video and see what people have to say about. To hear what we have to say about this guy.
That's right. That's right. So as you know, this dude, you know, it seemed like to me white folks is getting bolder now. They going on black people's property and they starting to create beefs. They want to fight. And you know, and when I saw this video, I'm just like, what happened to the black man? What happened to the black man, because I'm a 90s cat. I'm a 90s cat. We punch, we swing. Ain't no talking. We bang. But now all of a sudden we got watered down. Peaceful Person Kid 21, shout out to you. Hotep Person Kid 21. Hotep. So I'm going to show you a video, and I want to just hear y'all thoughts. Then I'm going to show you another video how the Ku Klux Klan are in New Jersey, and they marching with American flags. That's why I don't understand why black people walking around with American flag. They want to be patriotic, so you rocking the same flag that your enemy wave. That doesn't make no sense. That flag is evil. It don't represent us. Okay? So I'm going to screen share this real quick. Just going to just read the comments, putting up the comments. That's right. Now here we go. Let me get out of this. Let me stop screen sharing. I'm going to screen share this video real quick. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let's show us some comments. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Let me screen share this real quick. All right, let me see.
In Cherry Hill,
Wait, hold. Let me rewind that. Let's see if it's on here real quick. Okay. Let me blow this up. Y'all see that?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna play it. Just listen now. Listen what this dude, this clown, this white extremist has said.
Choose to the fucking front face in Cherry Hill, the fucking daughter got smashed. Is that what you want? No. And you want to know where I was when all this happened? I don't care. At work, monkey. I don't care where you were. At morgue. Just like I told the Mount Laurel police, get these fucking monkey niggers out of here and you can't do shit. That's me talking shit. 3602, Gramercy Way, that's where I live. Come fucking see me. Hey, White, why are you back over here? Somebody called me. Someone called you. It's private property. You have no jurisdiction here whatsoever. None. Hold on. You know what? Hold on. No. I'm going to let you do your thing. Go talk to these fucking niggers. Go ahead. Fuck you. Go talk to the niggers. Let them know what I'm all about and what their fucking rights they have. You want to go back to your house? I'll come back to you. No, I'll stay right here. It's private property. Have a nice night. I'm going to let you guys get an education right now. All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'll do my job. No problem. You guys want to step in and talk? Or? Denise, I'm not going away until your husband stops fucking finding me and threatening me while I'm at fucking work. Cagney, cut it out, man. Oh, wait. Talk to them. Arrest me. Are you kidding? Relax. You fucking niggers. Cut it out, dude. I can't even see Brandon. 3602 Gramercy Way. Come see me. Nobody's coming to see you, Cagney. Go home. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Mute my mic, man. Cagney, cut it out, man. Go home.
I want to play that real quick. Now, I'm going to give my thoughts on this real quick. First of all, that's plain terrorism. I was very surprised. Well, I'm not really surprised how the cop, he didn't do nothing. He took that. This man insulted the police officer. Didn't do anything to that dude. That was straight terrorism. Now, first of all, anybody to me, when I was raised, anybody use that N-word, that's considered fighting words. I would have knocked that motherfucker out. You're not gonna come on my property talking shit. Now, it was I mean, this black man, he said he took that. Now, I was one video where the white man came to his face And the black man said, don't touch him. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. And I'm like, yo, how this guy, now, if it was black people doing that to another black person, it would have been all out war. It would have been an all-out war. But when this white man, this fat, nasty-looking white man doing that, nothing happens to him. He don't get arrested, nothing. What happened? What happened to the black man? Just straight terrorism. And then he was bold enough to give out his address. Shows that he's not afraid of us. Now, you do got some black people who are straight cowards. You got some black folks that are straight cowards. This is the reason why I do not want to live among these people. Why would you want to live among your enemy? Knowing all this is racism is not going to go away because you live in their neighborhood. Because you're trying to be friends or you're trying to be a good neighbor. Now, that's just straight terrorism. Now, of course, black folks showed up at this man's house and they protesting. And I saw one of them with the RBG flag where it says Black Lives Matter. It has nothing to do with black. It has nothing to do with that. We are not associated to that feminist organization, that homosexual organization. We have nothing to do with that. But they try to use the Garvey flag to represent. No, we don't represent no Black Lives Matter. We don't represent that. And they nicely escort him in a police car. They should have just they could have just dragged this dude out his house and whipped his ass. But when it comes down to, and it seemed like to me, when it comes down to us, when we do the most horrible things to each other. But when it comes down to the enemy, we don't do nothing to him. He gets away with it. And then he'll get back out. He'll get back out. They'll give him a little fine or whatever the case is. He'll go right back home. So I want to just ask the brothers on the panel, starting with Underrated Darkness. What was your thoughts seeing this video?
Just to tell the truth, brother. Again, I'm honored to be here. What's going on, Brother Picard, and everybody in the chat? Peace to y'all and your families. To me, there's no surprise. It goes to show that we're not together. It says our priorities is not straight. We don't stick up for each other when it needs to. You know, and you know, I'm talking about us that we're the 5 people, we on our own. We are the minority. And I think that some of us, we fail to understand that. There are propaganda that is really pushing for us that is very disturbing. And I'm just saying for me that to see that, it don't surprise me. For human feeling, I'm angry. You know what I mean? I want to see that. You know, my thing is like this. You know, yeah, I ain't no big man, nothing, but I'm just saying, I got to see him, y'all. You violate a peep, you know what I mean? Yo, I got to see, so you got to feel me, dog. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm a killer, but yo, that I got to see you, dog. I got to see you. You came on my property that I pay, and I work hard for it, for my family. I gotta see you, dog. I don't care, you know, whatever it is, because you think about, he got kids. Kids gonna see like, yo, that, you know, you let the come out poppies over there. How about one day he go to work and then this white trash have kids? They could do the same thing to the kids, man. You know what I mean? Got a wife that you up there. Oh yeah. You black B. You know what I'm saying? We don't think of stuff like that. Nah, man. You come to my property. So I'm saying like this, though. That cop right there, I'm making in this cop right there. That's domestic terrorism. That is a hate crime. No, calm down, man. Calm. They ain't no calm down. He calls an N-word. He called oil. That's domestic terrorism. He need to put cuffs on him and take him away. He should have asked that black man, do you want to press charges? Nah, if you ain't pressing charges, nah, I'm gonna come see him then. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, I have to agree. And then it's like, as a black man, you're supposed to protect your home. You're supposed to protect your family. Where's the protection of the family? Then your kids are looking at you. Then your wife looking at you. You got to make them feel protected. You got to make them feel like, yo, my father is no joke. My husband is no joke. You got to make them say that. I agree. I'll have to see you. I ain't calling no police. At that point, I ain't calling no police. Trust me. I'll be the person that he need to be worried about. Brother Bakar, what you got to say?
I ain't no killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to you. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. It make me think about when that white boy called me the N-word at the gas station, right? I beat his ass. I threw his head into the door of the car. Once his head hit the door of the car, I picked him up and slammed his head into the bumper of the car. I didn't care what happened at that moment. Now, it was that dude there, because this is what we're going to talk about. That dude there deserved to get his ass beat. And I'm going to be honest with you. I have no respect for that black man right there, none. And I'm being honest, right? Even when they went out there and did that rally, some people said I was wrong. I'm being honest. I see this video. I couldn't go stand for you. Because you let somebody come and disrespect your whole family. When they come in your yard doing that to you, you let your wife and kids know, I can't even protect you. Me? Nah, I would have had to see how good he is from the shoulder. He would have never. Look, see, the problem is, right? The problem is, we have been taught when it comes to them, turn the other cheek. See, we talk about how we treat each other. But see, when it comes to us, think about it. When you growing up and everybody, when you go to school, what you was taught, if somebody hit you, hit them back. But when you see our people in the streets dealing with them, we've been taught it's best to turn the other cheek. It's best to turn the other cheek. And that still lives in a lot of our people, because you still see a lot of our people out here doing it. Like, I'm like you, I wouldn't have called the cops either. The day I whooped that white boy ass and people called the cops on me. And it's amazing. It was the black people that took up for the white boy. Well, he didn't mean it like that. I don't even know why he got mad. All he did was say the N. We say that all the time. It was black men, black women standing out there taking up for him. You know the crazy thing? It was a white redneck woman who came up there and said, you know what? She said, I see him at this store all the time. He don't cause no problems. That guy started with him. The white woman came to the police and took up for me. It was about 15 black people out there who took up for the white boy when I whooped his ass for calling me the N-word. I did a show about this the other day called Alpha versus Beta, right? My son, because all of them got in. My son, my youngest son, just turned 18. I remember about 4 years ago, he was riding his bike. And you know, they'll crack jokes about your black features, your African features, to your nose and all that, right? So my son was riding his bike. See, I tell people I was raised by an alpha male, so I ain't have no choice but to be an alpha male. My kid's raised by alpha male, so he ain't got no choice. So he's riding his bike. Two little white boys called it, ooh, look how big his nose is. So he turned his bike and was riding back, and then the white boy said, look how big your nose is. My son, now I told him don't do this again because it could have been worse. But my son rode his bike up to their garage. They were sitting in their garage in their house. Walked in their garage. It was the two youngest brothers and the oldest brother. My son walked in there and slapped the piss out the two of them that said it and say, you better not ever say nothing else. The oldest brother, who's a year older than my son, just sit there and look. You know what his daddy said?
His daddy came outside and said, I told y'all don't mess with him. He's tough. They do that to people they know they can get away with it because they say he had already been harassing. He messed with one black woman so bad, well, she just moved away from the neighborhood, got her house somewhere else. We protested. It's time. I'm gonna say he should have had a mud hole stumped in him, and that's the honest truth. Even if that black guy couldn't beat him, at least punch him a few times. Get you. Now we gonna ride up and he whoop you. Now we gonna whoop him together. That's what I got to say about it.
Yeah, when I first saw this, and it's not the first. I mean, this is a almost a everyday thing now. This is not the first time I've seen this. I always see the Karens and all these white extremists, you know, just punking our people like this, and our people just got the camera out. Oh, don't touch me. Also, they're nonviolent when it comes down to them. It comes down to their natural enemy, but when it comes down to each other, oh, I'm gonna come see you, or I'm gonna drive by. I'm gonna do a drive by. Oh, we're gonna. And I mean, black people literally have a meeting to attack each other. They have a meeting when it comes down to each other. Oh, we're going to do this. And just like that rapper Pop Smoke, right? They said the black folks, these kids, these young dudes literally went out their way to have a meeting, went out their way to try to rob him and kill him. Now he's in the, I don't know, Beverly Hills somewhere in a penthouse, and they didn't stop him. They didn't stop them from going out and kill that dude. It's amazing. But when it comes down to that dude, for some reason, they nonviolent. They out there by his house. They show the people with the fists up and protesting and all this stuff. They didn't go and we're gonna drag this dude out of his house and they didn't do none of that. They didn't do none of that. I'm surprised. And he's gonna get. They broke his windows. That's the only thing they did. But breaking windows, that could be easily replaced. But I just don't understand how this guy get away with that. I just don't understand it. But then I'm gonna show you another video. Let me show you another video because this goes into the same situation. This goes in the same situation. Let me show this quick video real quick. Get out of here. Let me show you. This is the Ku Klux Klan in New Jersey. This is not the South. This is not the South. This is right up north in New Jersey. Now, I want y'all to take a look at this. Oh, sorry.
Klan. Show your fucking faces. Don't be bitches. Don't be bitches. Show your face. Show your face. Oh man, show your face. Show your face. Yo, don't do that. You're doing what they want though. Yo, that's cool, but don't do that. Yo, leave. Oh shit. The Klan. The new fucking Klan. Show your fucking faces. Don't be bitches. Don't be bitches. Show your face. Show your face. Oh man, show your face. Show your face. Yo, don't do that. You're doing what they want though. Yo, that's cool, but don't do that.
I want to show you that. I want to give my take on it. We are at war. There's no doubt about that. We are at war. This is in New Jersey. Another situation in New Jersey. How they are becoming more bolder in everything. Now it's so strange to me that now we got just Democrat liberal in office. Now you see all this boldness of white folks now. And it doesn't matter we got a Democrat in office. It doesn't matter. And it seemed like to me black people just went right back to sleep. When under Trump, everybody was pro-black. Everybody was bearing arms and all this stuff. But what happened? Now it's an increase of this white extremists now. It's this boldness of white folks. I don't see no black gangs. Where is the black gangs? Where they at? Where the Bloods and Crips? Where's the Bloods and Crips? Where's the Vice Lords? Where's all these black gangs? Where they at? Nowhere to be found. Then kills me when I see black people. You see how they have the American flag, and you got silly Negroes in the Olympics, and they rocking that same flag, that white extremist flag, no different than a Nazi flag, no different than the Confederate. There's no different. I never saw the white Jews with the Nazi flag. I never seen that. But I see black people walking and see they have the American flag and they marching in your face. And then you hear the dumbass, he's sitting there, well, don't do that, because that's what they want you. I hate when they say that. I hate when they say that. What's your thoughts, Underrated?
Boy, I don't know why that man ain't saying nothing. Why you didn't step to him, man? You know what I mean? Like the Lord have to be a bunch of y'all. You let him walk in your neighborhood like that? Come on, man. Too much talking, man. More action, man. And this is like the brother said, understand it's in Jersey, tri-state area. So when people told, oh yeah, the Ku Klux Klan, you know, they in the South. No, they all over. And let me drop this, and then you can give it to Brother McCarvey. Understand that President Biden, he's a second generation DC Democrat. I'm gonna explain why. He was under the tutelage of the late Storm. What is his name?
Strom Thurmond.
Strom Thurmond, right. Now, people say, who's Strom Thurmond? He was one of the Dixiecrats of the late 20s, had put and implement Ku Klux Klan policies that hurt blacks. He was one of the first founders of the DC Democrat. And Biden was under his tutelage. So I want you to learn to connect the dots. And then the people say, what you talking about the DC Democrats? The DC Democrats that I'm talking about. Some was in Eastern, someone was in the North, that's true, but they was working under different scenario. But majority of them was in the South. And they the one that really was causing all the killings, all the beatings, all the everything that happened to us, even like in the Tulsa, what happened in Tulsa, it was under the tutelage, of the Democrat Party, under the tutelage, and they did nothing about it. So I need to throw that in, but it goes to show you where's the heart at. That's what I'm saying.
You know, this is the thing, right? When it was like, it used to be like $25 to get a permit to march anywhere. I don't know. I don't know if they had a permit or not. They were on the sidewalk, right? So they probably didn't have a permit. So they was coming out there to incite a riot. And they should have beaten their ass. See, we have to stop waiting on other people to fight for us, right? Remember after the George Floyd situation, everybody was happy because of what Antifa did. And I tell people, most people who was happy for what Antifa did never went out. Most of them, they never went out and they never met nobody from Antifa. You saw my video, guy. Those Antifa, they have their own agenda. Anything that white people is doing, anything that any group of people does, they are doing it to benefit them. They're not doing nothing for you, right? So we have to get to that understanding so we can start to say, you know what, this is what we have to do. This is what we have to do so we can take care of ourselves. But we have so much smoke for each other. Dr. Julia Hare, I don't know if you all know who she is, but Dr. Julia
I
Hare,
do.
she said in one of her speeches, black people don't believe they have enemies. Everybody know they have enemies except one group of people, black people. Dr. Bridget Sizemore, black people still don't get it. We still don't get it. And when you mention being loyal to, see, we have psychologists, real doctors that we refuse to listen to because they're going to talk against us, asking for other people's acceptance. I remember one of the great Dr. John Henry Clark speeches. Dr. John Henry Clark said, this was in like the 80s. I saw that. This was like the mid 80s, right? Dr. John Henry Clark said, it's getting to the point. He said, he's afraid that it's going to get to the point where black people around the world don't see themselves as African anymore. And he said, it's getting to that point now. You have the people, I'm Jamaican, I'm Haitian, I'm American. They are getting away from their unity and they are unifying themselves with a country that has absolutely hated and destroyed them, right? And that's a big problem for us. I tell people, I'm an American-born African. Dr. Julia Hare, Dr. Bridget Sizemore, Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. Amos Wilson also said, the psychologist Dr. Amos Wilson, once you find black people saying they're not African anymore, they have completely given up their revolutionary spirit. He said, don't care how tough they sound, don't care what it is. Once they say, I'm not African, I'm just an American, the revolutionary spirit is absolutely gone. Once they say, I'm not African, I'm Jamaican, there's no more revolutionary spirit there. The fight is done. See, I got some more shirts I'm about to put up that's going to be for sale, and it's going to say, American by force, African by blood. Because I'm an American. I know I was born. I'm an American-born African. And I would never turn my back on my ancestors to scream, this is what my lineage is, because a boat dropped us off here in bondage in 1619. My lineage, I didn't sprout out the ground. My ancestors didn't sprout out the ground as slaves. We were people. We were kings, queens. We were farmers. You understand what I'm saying? We had doctors. You know, we had everything. We wrote rules today. They would be laws. We did all of that. We had a community of people that was brought here, right? Enslaved. I would never insult my ancestors and say, I'm just a black American, which I don't even know what that is because I think that's impossible. But I'm to be. But I'm not knocking anyone if that's what they say they are. And as long as they're not against me, we might have a disagreement on how we see ourselves. But as long as we can see that we need help and we need to fight and stick together, because regardless of how we see ourselves, everybody else see us all the same. Everybody else see us all the same. See all black people as the same. They're just African people, slaves. Over here in West Indies, South America, they ain't nothing but slaves. They see all enslaved Africans. Everybody see us the same, except us. We get away from that. I yield the mic.
That's true. When we do not nationalize ourselves and represent where we come from, we will never get respected. See, we are so busy trying to find ways for our enemy to like us. It got to the point where you got these fake pro-blacks, these B1s, but they allow the enemy into their so-called organizations. They try to paint them black. Some of them decide to sleep with them and they think that's okay. But then they get on YouTube, they want to be all power to the people, or I'm B1 all the way. But then you got people like that still walking on the streets. George Zetterman is still walking on this planet. And I haven't heard no black person have done nothing to him yet. But I can say something that tell the truth about another black person, but my life get threatened because I'm telling the truth about their wrongs. See, we talk, some of our people, and I hear all these so-called revolutionaries, they run their mouth on YouTube. And all of a sudden, they don't want to do anything. They'll tell you should do something, but they don't want to do something because their God would do the work for them. Their God would tell them, oh, well, don't worry, the enemy will destroy them through tornadoes and hurricanes and even earthquakes. The God would take care of that. You don't have to do anything. Because their God would say that. But you don't never see them. And when you see them interact with the enemy, they don't do nothing. Like I said, I'm a 90s cat. I'll punch people in their face. Real talk. That black man that allowed this fat fuck, he's a coward. He's an embarrassment. And it seemed like to me, this white dude here knew the cop. They were buddies. They were buddies. See what I'm saying? They all connected. See how the Ku Klux Klan just walk on the street? Nothing happens to them. Nothing happens to them. They got gangs in New Jersey. They got gangs in New Jersey. So what? Also, the black gangs, they hibernate when this happened, right? All of a sudden, the black gangs, they hibernate. They hibernate. And yes, KW Dawn 7 says, all this, I'm telling you, we are so, we and I'm gonna say this to my people. We on our own. We are on our own. KW Dawn said, the KKK had always been a government-sponsored domestic terrorist organization. Of course. Of course. They are being financed by the government. That's nothing new. That's nothing new. KW Dawn 7 is absolutely correct. So I don't even know why black people are so shocked when they see the Klan. Why are you so shocked? How come, do you notice? How come they never infiltrate? The government don't do nothing about them. You notice that? You notice that you don't see them trying to dismantle them, just like they did the Black Panther Party? You notice that? You ever heard that David Duke got arrested and served some heavy time for doing the things that he did, joining the Klan?
I heard of him.
What happened?
I said I heard of him.
What David Duke? You talking about David Duke?
Yeah, I heard of him.
Yeah. But I never heard David Duke got arrested or served some heavy time for joining that white extremist organization. You never heard that. But you heard our greats getting locked up, and then you still got some Black Panthers members are still serving time in prison to this day. We are on our own. We are on our own. I'm just going to read some of this. Let me read some. KW Dawn said, they need to come up. Give me 1 second. There's something wrong here. I think it's a little slow. Okay. Jim Crow Joe Biden gave the eulogy to Robert Byrd, yes, a Klansman who became a U.S. Senator. That's facts. That's so true. See, Black people, they don't care about that. Some Black people just don't care about that. They don't care about that. I've heard Black people tell me, well, we just got to get Trump out of office. But you're going to just pick one. You want to get rid of one racist guy, and you want to put another racist person with a smile. That's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. Well, I don't like this slave owner. Well, I like that master over there. I like that master. That master is better than that slave master. That's what it sounds like to me when I hear Black people voting for Joe Biden or they like Joe Biden. This is what I hear. This is what it sounds like to me. Well, that slave master is better. I like that slave. Master gonna do good. That's facts. KW Dawn is on point. Let me read. I know this thing is a little slow. I'm trying to get these comments up. Okay. Joe Biden had two segregationist mentors in the Senate, in the Senate, named James Eastland and Herman Talmadge. Wow. David Duke almost became governor of Louisiana and has ran for senator. That's true. How did this man even get that far? How is that possible? But it shows you how America gets down. Ain't nothing changed. Because you took a few statues of Robert E. What's his name for the guy who from the South with the Confederate? Was it Robert? I forgot. Was it Robert Lee?
Robert E. Lee.
Robert E. Lee, right? Because they took down a few statues, they think racism is over. Racism is not over. This country was built on racism. It lives off of racism. It cannot survive. It's a one big vampire. And this guy, he's going to come out of jail, and he's going to do the exact same thing. He's a terrorist, and he's letting you know that he's a terrorist. He's letting you know. All those black people surrounding his house didn't do a damn thing to him. And see how those cops protected him? How they nicely escort him to the car? But what their black people do, they start throwing things. So that's some coward bullshit. That's some coward bullshit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all this coonerish thing going on with our people. Got all these revolutionary YouTubers out here. Talk big and bad, but you never saw them put their boots on the ground. I could tell you some stories what I did to white folks. I'll be looking for a fight. I'm a 90s cat. I'm a 90s cat. 20th century. This 21st century, black people, there's only a few of us that's real, that's left on this planet. Everybody else, they fucking cowards. And I'm not gonna keep it 100. That's why I got rid of the lames. I got rid of them. Those people that used to be on my panel, I got rid of them. They know who they are. You're a coward. That's why I said I want to start a new team. This is crazy. This is a black man. You let this man come on your property, embarrass you in front of your children and your wife. What you got to say, underrated?
Put the one scenario out there too. I forgot to say. How about she gonna see him at a different light, and all of a sudden she want to divorce him and take the kids away because he ain't stand up. It could happen. We gotta think about that too. Yep. Stuff like that could break up our family too. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. A real woman wants a man that stand up. She wants a man that provide and protect of all counts. Even though that means his life, she knows that, listen, that man protect me. So that means I got to keep the memory going and stuff like that. So I'm saying like this, that he better hope not. I mean, I wish him the best, but what he had done, he got to make that up. He got to change his mindset. He got like, you know, because what he doing, that's very disturbing. It's not just disturbing to him, but it's disturbing for us as black men. That the ones that want to protect, that wants to do the right thing. And that's why, you know, even if you were like you said, he was afraid he would lose. You would see him, yeah, he tried. Now we're going to take care of you. But he refused to put himself in that position. And just like Brother Bakari said, can't respect people like that. No, just can't. You know what I'm saying? You know, just very disturbing all along, man. You know, that's not a good example for a man, for his family. That's not it. You know what I'm saying? Because my late father, when he was living, he was from Georgia. You know, I remember I had some problems in high school, junior high school. It was like, you know, a few people had jumped me. You know what I'm saying? So he came up in school with bats in his trunk. Right? Oh, he just said, look, all I just want you to do is fight one. I got the rest. I did not know till like a few years later. He had some of his best friends around the corner that was ready. You know what I'm saying? Stick up for yourself. You know what I mean? So this is not a good look. You know what I'm saying? You know, I hope the brother will understand this. I hope he changes his ways and provide family. So in case and you know, and I'm saying like this, if nothing doesn't happen, to tell the truth, if he look at it, he gave his address. You cold step to him. Yo, it's my family, yo. What are you doing? And give him the business. You know what I mean? Get arrested. You could redeem yourself. Family see you in a certain light. You know what I'm saying? But that's just hearsay now. And I'm leaving it to that.
You know what? You're right. Your wife and kids can see you differently. Like, how can you can't even protect That's what that's one of the things I always say. I say the 4 pillars of us. The 4 pillars: respect, love, provide, protect. How can you respect and love me if you would let somebody come and do this to you? Your family is at home. How can you protect me, right? But there's things that we're gonna have to change. We have to change this narrative, right? We have to change the narrative of who we are. The whole world, this see us as cowards. Because it's not just him. Remember when those Vietnamese beat the black women in the nail salon? The Korean man punched the black woman in the face. Arab dude that beat the. Now I can say this: them people in South Carolina, when they found out that happened, they did go to that store and he had shut down. They say he got some threats. They're saying that, but it was a black man in there filming them beat another black man. Oh, come on, man! Don't beat the N-word like that. Come on, don't beat. But you know, so we have to change this narrative of us being the cowards, right? That's why the NFAC was important, right? But they wanted to, I still say the problem I had with them, they wanted too much attention. Even if they never struck a blow, they were important because I know young people that became inspired from seeing them, saying black people can do the same thing. We can stand up and take care of ourselves. We need more. I'm gonna tell you, man, you know I got my guns. You know I like to go shoot, right? I enjoy it's a great stress reliever. Oh my goodness, you can just all kind of stress. I go there and I buy the target of the white man breaking in the store. And I'll relieve all kind of stress, right? But when I'm out buying bullets and looking for guns, you see listen to what I say, you see white people together. If it's Hispanics, Latinos, Mexicans, whatever, you see them together in a group saying what we need. White people in a group saying what we need. When it's us, we are always solo. We are always solo. I want you to understand that. And you know, I go looking in these stores all the time. That's what I do. Yes, black gun ownership went up, but it went up for I'm going to take care of me. But when you go in these places and you see everybody else, it's them taking care of them. It's people. They have groups buying stuff to take care of each other. When we do it, it's always us solo. Mine, 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 mine. We have to get back to our mindset, us mindset, where I'm going to protect us. And we have to want to train and we have to want to do stuff. I don't have the land that I've been searching for yet, that me and my people been searching for yet. So we still go to the white gun range and shoot because we don't have a choice right now. But we're trying to get out of that. But more people, it's more women. If you go in the gun range, it's more black women with me. And it's more black women in these gun ranges shooting and practicing with guns. More black women than men. Let that sink in as well. Let that sink in as well. It's more black women that's willing. It's more black women that want to. And this is from my experiences from the gun ranges I go to, from where I go buy my guns, from the places I go to buy my bullets. And you going up by yourself. Have anybody ever tried me? Because sometimes you go to these places, it's them rednecks. I was never gonna say this, and I'm gonna go. And I knew they was talking about me. It was him and two of his friends. And he was acting, they were talking to the other guy, probably about 5. Yeah, we got all these other people in here starting to buy guns now. And I'm listening, I know they talking about me. Yeah, I don't know what they planning to do with these guns. Because if they ever try me, I don't spray it. I don't spray and pray. I double tap. So I looked and I laughed because I knew he was talking about me, right? Because I was the only black person in there. So I responded by saying, you said you double tap. That's right. I don't spray and pray. I double tap. I said, you got to shoot twice. I said, I was trained for 1 shot, 1 kill. And I just went on about my business. And at that moment, he realized I knew he was talking about me. You got to shoot twice. I believe in 1 shot, 1 kill. And I went on about my business. You know what him and his friends did? Turned around and walked out. but we have to get more of a group mentality.
I agree. We have to. We really, because, and it's funny because that video that really looks that's in a bad message to black men. You know what I'm saying? And our women are looking at this. The black woman, she's looking at this. She was like, damn, if this black man can't protect his family and you allow this white guy to come on your property, come in your face, and the only thing you could do is have your hands up to him, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. That's in a bad message to our women. And then you want to know why our women decide, well, if the black man can't protect me, maybe I'll have to join with the enemy. Because they think the enemy is going to protect them. Now, like that old saying, if you can't beat them, join them.
But let me say this though, and I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, there shouldn't be no black woman go use an excuse like every black man like that too. Because if you're gonna go to the enemy, that means you go to the enemy on your own merit. Not all black men like that too. I just want to throw it up. I know you're right. You're absolutely right. I just want to throw it up there too. You know what I'm saying? Because there are some black women had done that too. And then we got to have more discussions about that too.
No, I agree. Not all. I'm just saying that looks like it's a bad, because when Brother Bakari said you have more women going to the gun range.
Oh, definitely. Yep.
And you know what I mean? That's a bad message. We supposed to be the protectors. We supposed to be the providers, and we supposed to be the protectors. This is what I try to tell our sisters. Choose your men wisely. And I know, Brother Bakari, we have this disagreement, but I say that women make the choices. Women make the choice. Our sisters make the choices of choosing their men. And the only thing I can say to my sisters, choose your men wisely. If you know your man is a coward, when it comes down to enemy, like you said, dump his ass. If he's only bold enough to attack his own people, but when it comes down to the red man, the brown man, the yellow man, the white man, they get a pass. Well, I won't fight them. I'll just hold my camera up and just say, look how racist this person is. Dump his ass.
Yeah. Also, us as brothers, we got to make better choices too, man. I'm saying if the woman is not willing to be of your vision that you want to protect, and she's not willing to understand how society has discriminated us, gotta let her go, bro. You know what I'm saying? We cannot have no more baggage after that. I'm talking about some women, because the majority of women out there, they are doing it, but we don't talk about them. So, brother, like for me, I'm single. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, for me, you know what I mean? I made choices in the past, like, ugh. You know, so that woman who I picked, she got to be on the same level I am. She has to understand that, no, this system like I am. And, you know, she has to understand, yeah, you know, you got to be beside me. You know, if you want me to protect you, you got to understand. You got to do your part, too, and stuff like that, because it takes two, bro. I'm just saying, you know, right now, because it's critical out here, man. For a black man, for a black woman, no doubt about that. For it's critical for a black woman, they put out there. But for a black man, let's be honest with you, yo. When I leave out the house and take care of my business, I'm taking a chance that I might not make it back. That's an eerie feeling, yo. Right. People can play off they want to, man. I'm 55. I hope I put my key in the door. In the door. Oh, man, that's an eerie feeling, man. So, what you and Brother Bakari, I just want to say, brother, man, make better choices, man. I'm saying like this: you make that choice, and that sister, that's on you. She messed up. That's on you, man. That's what I'm saying, man. We gotta be as a family again, man. We gotta understand. It's all about us, man. It's not about them, man, because they operate. See, they operate in what they should, even if they hate each other. But we're not operating like that, man. We just not, man. It's all about individuality, man. not sad, and I fall back.
No, you have a point. You have a point. I just know that I would say most of our women, they want to feel protected, right? Mm-hmm. They want to feel protected. They want to know that that man is willing to, put their life on the line for them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I think two parties need to have a revolutionary mindset, because you can't have one have a revolution mindset and one is playing cool. So that's not going to work. You don't want to have a black woman say, you see her trying to fight for her, but she's getting in the middle. Oh, please don't do it. No, you want that sister to say, no, whip his ass. Get out.
That's what happened to me.
Whip that dude's ass.
That's what happened to me, bro. That happened to me years ago when I was in New York. It was this white guy going there. I stepped him, so you don't talk to like that. And I did what I had to do. She said, "No, you won't jump with him." And I'm like, what? All right, man. I'm on the A train back to Brooklyn. I never forgot I was on 145th and 7. I whipped on him like, yo, this ain't happening, dog. And everybody would holler and say, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Yeah. I said, what happened, though? She said, like, I should whip on him. What happened, man? I'm on the A train back to Brooklyn, man. I'm out, man. I can't have it. You know what I mean? Like, damn, yo, really? And they flipped on her. She was a 147. So they flipped on it. Yeah, man. It happens, yo. I'm telling you.
Hey, you know what? I feel what you're saying. I remember one time I was at the store, right? I was getting out my car. Well, I was getting back in my car where I was getting my coffee from. And as I'm getting my coffee, I see this white man standing at the car arguing at this black woman. I didn't know if they were together or not, right? So I sit there for a second, and I noticed she get out crying. I'm like, do you know this guy? She was like, no. And he turned around and he was talking to her. See, your dumb ass don't even know how to drive. You in 2 parking spots, right? So I stepped to him. I was like, look, to hell with him. He ain't gonna say, when I noticed that they would not, I said, he ain't gonna say another word to you. I'm gonna be right here. You better not say another damn word to her. And I said, I'm gonna be here when you come out. She was sitting in the car scared. He came out. His friend was in the truck. I told her, and I saw his friend looking. I said, it's 2 of them. You ain't got to worry about them doing a damn thing. They ain't gonna say another word to you. He came out, got in his truck, drove off, and as he drive away, stick his head out the window. You fucking nigger! But I wouldn't work. But when I was there, he wouldn't, he shut the hell up, right? But what pissed me off was she go inside and try to get this white dude to take up for her, one of the managers. And he was like, that happened outside. That have nothing to do with me. And turned around and walked off. And I asked, I literally said, I'm like, shit, so what I did wasn't good enough? I put him in his place and made him leave you alone. She went directly to a white man, and he said, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's outside. Wow. He was the manager of the store. So I understand what Underrated talking about, because that happened to me too, Underrated. Happened to me too.
And I heard, bro, I'm saying, like, I know this ain't all about, this and that, but it hurt though. You know what I mean? I'm on an A train. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, it hurt. Hell yeah, it hurt, because we don't know what could have happened in that moment.
That could have died.
Yeah, we putting our life on the line for them, and that's how they treat you. Yeah, that has happened to me too. Yeah.
Let me tell you what happened to me. You know what I'm saying, bro? Brother Wood, you know about downtown Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? When you walk down there, Clark Street and stuff like that. I forgot what they call. But anyway, I got the A train. I walk, man. I got on the bench, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm keeping it real. Everybody in the chat. I cried, man. That hurt. Because I could have died. And I remember with this old guy. He was an old soul. You could tell he was in World War II. And I talked to him about it. He said, listen, you did the best you can, bro. Just gotta don't give up, man. He always said, yo, give up. I appreciate you, man. But it hurt. You know what I'm saying? It stayed with me. You know what I'm saying? Even I'm thinking like this right. I know what Bud Bakari talking about. It stays with you, yo. It stays with you. Like, damn, you know what I mean? I knew you know what I'm saying? I was dead urgent because I knew the bigger picture. You hear what I'm saying? And you turn your back on me. So I understand how some brothers feel at the time too, right now. Like, damn, you told me to take up for you. I'm doing it. And you still want to go to this devil? Oh my God, yo! And and I'm gonna tell you, as a black man, I'm talking as a black man. I don't know how you feel about Brother Kari, but it happened years ago. It happened in the '80s, but it stays with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if nothing didn't change, it stays with you, man. That's why sometimes some black brothers we very apprehensive. Should I jump in or I shouldn't? But for our people, I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in. I gotta be in. But it doesn't go to the back of your head though. It does, and I fall back.
That's right. I wanna show you another video, guys.
Okay.
I want to see y'all what y'all thought about this one. This happened in 2017. I remember this like yesterday, but I want to screen share something. I don't know if y'all seen this. This was very disturbing. Here was a white man that literally was attacking this black woman. I don't know if this was in over here or in South Africa, because South Africa is like little America. So I don't know. I'm gonna see, but I'm gonna screen share this. Let me see this. All right. Okay, let me see. I don't know if they're gonna play it. Let me see.
Hey, I'm living we never eating my job against the hate. What the hell is this?
I just want to, yeah, that was in South Africa, but I just wanted to show that. Let me see. I just wanted to show that the nature of these demons, the nature of our enemy is.
What happened on New Year's Eve in St. Petersburg?
Oh, give me one. I'm sorry.
The white man lost his damn mind.
All right, sorry. I just wanted to show you that this is global. This is not just in here in America. This is the white man, the evil of this white coward. This is what he does. This is what he does. Now you see black men working in this restaurant. I believe this is in South Africa. So there's no difference between white people over there and white people over here. There's no difference. But this white man didn't even care about about this woman's children. But she should have had a black man with her. This is the reason why I'm a little hard on our brothers, because, you know, we got to do our part. We got to do our part. Okay. Oh, that's my girl. Let's see if she can. Let me see. Hold on. Demetria K, how you doing? Hey, I'm still haven't made it back to the room. That's all right. That's all right, sis. But this white man was going to attack this black woman in front of her babies. I'm trying to find. Yeah, definitely. There's always next time, sis. It's always next time. He was going to attack this black woman in front of her babies. And you had some black men who's working in a restaurant. They could have intervened. They could have said, don't put your hands on this woman. I'll lose my job today. But see, this is the reason why the man got to stop abandoning their women. The woman, she was unprotected. She had her babies there. And I can imagine how frightening that was, those children. And this is in South Africa. And I'm not the type of African man and think because this is in Africa, I'm supposed to neglect my people over there. No. We are one. We are one. The nature of the beast is everywhere. And what I was trying to find the actual video. So what is your take on that? Did y'all see that video before? I'm gonna see if I can find the actual video.
Yes, I've seen that before. He went off on them. Yeah, I've seen that before.
Like, what was your thoughts after seeing that? But me, I was just like, the black man got to step up, man. Because if I said, that's why I said, I wish I was there. I wish I was there. But like you said, they knew who they could do it to. They knew that white man knew those black men who was around there working there. They knew they wasn't going to do nothing. Those black men should have been willing to lose their job. What is y'all takes on that? How this white man?
You know what? I absolutely agree that they knew those people wasn't going to do anything. Probably not their first time in there acting like that or around those people. Probably seen them somewhere before. Yes, it should have gotten. Look, man, I'm gonna be honest. Do you read what my avatar says? And I'll just leave it at that. Black people don't owe the world nothing but an ass whipping. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Black people don't owe the world nothing but an ass whipping. And that's the mentality that we have to get. But unfortunately, we think we owe each other an ass whipping. Mm-hmm. All of us have been through the same trauma, same hurt. You understand? Mm-hmm. We owe the rest of the world. One of my dudes from Nigeria was just sending me something. Say they call in Africa, they were calling the diasporans, us, South America, West Indies, right?
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Say they called us. I didn't know this. I just learned this from a brother from mine in Nigeria. He said they gave us a tribal name. Everybody in the diaspora, right? Mm-hmm. Say we are called Biafra. That's how they show they care about us by giving us a tribal name. Mm-hmm. They said that's who we are. We are the Biafra people. I hear the mic.
Right. Yeah. This is the actual video. I'm gonna play it. I'm just want to play it because I want people to really. I want this to soak into black men's head, to really soak in our brother's head. Because we all we got.
Outside, you think against the hit?
Excuse me?
Yes. I'm looking through the window and he's hitting my jaw against the hit.
Look here, you don't come here. Just
Is that so?
you can't come here.
Is that so?
Such a big man, big and good.
I'm telling you, you
That's
could
not
do
how
something.
that's not how I'm doing it.
So you push back.
Ele tem outro cara. Até chusa vamos ver.
You fucking ended the whole job. Doesn't that fucking matter?
Try to look at me. Such a good young man. Such a coward. Who the hell do you are? Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
No, stop it! You stop it!
Damn, I wish I was there, man.
You are fucking bully. You are fucking bully. Racist. Bloody shit. How can you do that? This. How? You want to no. Keep me and you see. Keep me, you get what you want. Keep me, you get what you want. Such a big man and a tiny woman. Sis. Fuck you too. Fuck you too. This is a democratic country if you haven't noticed. I came here to use my money. You can't come in and tell me fuck me. When I tell you fuck you, you get all beat down. Shut up. I'm not talking to you. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm not talking. Listen here. You can't come here and bully us. Just because I'm black. Is it because I'm black? Is it because I'm black? Listen. Is it because I'm black? Your child was beautifully my child. Just because my child is fighting political problem. Sis.
Yeah, that was the video. You know, that dude, he didn't care. He didn't care. We are at war. We are at war. I wish that there was a black man was there to protect her. Where was her protection? Where was her protection? You had black men there. One black man tried to nicely hold the white man back.
You already said nicely, right?
What you say?
Nicely.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, she's right. He did that because she was black. Yep. She was black. He looked at her as nothing.
Right.
He didn't care if she had the babies. The babies was nothing. But when it comes down to black people, they don't have no problem riding on each other because they ride on each other in South Africa too. Black men riding on each other, banging on each other in South Africa. That was Johannesburg, by the way. I call it America to me. No, it's the same natural beast. What's the difference between that white man and the white man that I showed in New Jersey? What's the difference?
You know, there's no difference. I'm
There's
sorry,
no difference. Oh, it ain't no difference. Just different country. That's it. Different place. That's it. That's all it is. But same scenario to me. Like Brother Bakar said, go ahead, Brother Bakar. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you good. No, I was saying the same thing. And they don't see no difference. They don't see a difference. Like, I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to use sports. Who was white people in this country pulling for when Floyd Mayweather fought Conor McGregor? Who was white people in this country pulling for when Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder? They don't care where the white person is from. They are for that white person. or anybody that can be honorary white over black people. They don't see, they try to make Ricky Hatton a superstar here. They don't see a difference. They don't see a difference in us. We happen to find a difference in us so we can continue to fight. But there ain't no, they don't see a difference in them. They don't. Even if they're having a war with one another, they will stop fighting their wars, transform like Voltron to try and dominate me and you, Grinder, and any other black person in the world. That's what they will do. It's no difference. I hear them, mate.
And also, let me tell you about the fight. You know, they postponed the fight between Wilder and Fury because they said one of the person that in the Fury camp caught a case caught COVID, so he posed a fight. But you know who they trying to protect? Him. He a punk, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta understand of all sectors of media around this world, they're gonna protect the white man. I'm trying, y'all gotta understand, man. They're gonna do whatever, even if they wrong, they're gonna stay on code. But it seems like we don't like to stay on code, man. We just don't want to. I mean, I used to say maybe we don't, you know what I'm saying? But right now when I got a little weak, majority of us, we don't.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And like I said, like you said, we're not united. You know, like Brother Bakari said, like you have said, underrated, that we're too divided. You know, we'll bang on your ideology and you're still a slave. We'll bang on our ideology, you know, we'll bang on that. We'll bang, I'm a Moor and I'm a Israelite and all this other stuff. But when the enemy sees us, he sees us as a collective. We don't see each other as a collective. And there's too many beefs among black people on YouTube. Now you got this gender war now. The black man, he's dissing the black woman. Now you got the black feminist movement. They don't like black men. You got a black woman. They telling other black men, yeah, you should go out there and you don't have to be with the black man. You go out there and explore and be with other races of men. All this nonsense. But this is we at war. We at war. We so busy, and that's another thing I don't like. We are so busy worrying about what white people think. If we unite or we hang out together, you know, that we don't want white people to get nervous or scared. They think that we're a gang. Who gives a fuck what they think? Now you got the dark-skinned black people, or where you're, against the lighter black people. Since the dark skin versus the caramel black people. You got that stupidness going on. The colorism crap. You got black people right now, that's all they do is create beast videos. You go on HR and that's all they have is beef videos about another black person. And then I turn around and say, well, it was white people that got me out of jail. They don't talk about they got them in the jail. They say, well, it was white people that got me out of jail. And this is the nonsense that they say. We got to get along with it. We they use us, we got to use them too. They would say anything to fit in with the enemy. Those are the black folks that are, to me, they're traitors. And I'm showing them that, hey, this is real. This is real. because you got little white friends. They're not going to defend you. Your little white buddies. And where's the Antifa now? Where's the so-called white Democrat liberal Antifa? Where they at? You notice they all disappeared since Biden became president? You notice that? You notice that? They all disappeared. I told you, they all came out because they didn't like Trump. And they all got paid for it too. Came into our neighborhoods, destroyed our property, and they go back to their suburbs. Because you're not gonna control them. Malcolm X always said about the wolf and the fox. See, the wolf have no problem telling you where he stands. But the fox, they come at you and they want to play and they come up with a smile. But when you turn your back, they're going to jump on you. Oh, man, I wish Information Man, what's good? Shout out to Information Man. Information Man, I sent you the link. I emailed you the link. If you want to come on, you're welcome to come on, brother. I'll send you the link. I emailed you the link, brother. Because I would definitely like to hear what you got to say on this topic. Shout out to Information Man. Good brother. Very good brother. So, you know, watching that, our women are not protected. We're not protected. We got to do our part. My whole thing is this: we got to hit them where they hurt. We got to bang on them. That's why I say I'm a gangster. I'm the OG gangster. These cats, like Brother Polite. Brother Polite said he used to be a Crip. And he talks about how he shot another man in the face, another black man in the face. He talks about that. That's not gangster to me. Takes black people's money. Now he's in Beverly Hills, spending on white folks, making white businesses rich. Smart brother, though. I give him that. Smart brother, but he's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. He's a good debater, but when it comes down to that, I know he can't outdo me when it comes down to that. Because I said, brother, you're not practice what you preach. You out there spending money and making white businesses rich. When you could have took that money and went to the motherland and went to the nicest parts of Africa where black people got their own hotels, got fancy cars. But you're not going to show that. So he can't say nothing. Okay? He even got a white-looking wife. I don't know if she's a white Latino or whatever he made her a wife. Because he got to get something white to go with his success. But he ain't banging. He ain't banging. See, I'm a type of brother, and I want people to understand me. I don't give a damn if I was a millionaire. And don't put money in my pocket. Don't put my money. I'll be a dangerous man. I'll be the biggest threat of all threats. I'll be the biggest threat. You won't find me going to Beverly Hills. Because I'm more about putting my money where my mouth is. I'll be the biggest threat. See, when you revolutionary and you got millions of dollars, you are a big threat. They got to take you down. And they'll use your own people to do it. That's why the Brother Polite, he's in his place. The Tariq Nasheeds, they are in their place. They can talk all this white supremacy all they want. Even the people that we know, the so-called B1 Negroes, because their God is going to open up and kill them with hurricanes and tornadoes and earthquakes. But you're not in the street. Same black people that talk about they are B1, but they living in white communities, white neighborhoods. Well, you know, Elijah Muhammad said, but you're a hypocrite. Same people that bang on Malcolm X. Well, I didn't like Malcolm when he, you know, turned against the nation. Show me where he turned against the nation. So you got these revolutionaries. We are bang on our heroes. Nat Turner was a groom. He was forced in that Christianity. Let's keep it 100. Nat Turner was forced in Christianity, and he was groomed to be a preacher to keep black people in line, keep black people in slavery. But he read the book, and he was like, wait a minute, this don't make any sense. You white people don't even practice what you preach. You telling us to turn on the cheek, but you out here hurting people. So he's a revolutionary. So how he turned that Bible against them. They didn't like it. These Hebrews, these so-called Hebrew Israelites, they can never be a Nat Turner. Never. They could talk big and bad in the street. They sitting there standing up there attacking other black people, attacking a black woman, attacking a black man. White man comes in their face, spit on them, call them all types of N-words. They don't do nothing to them. And I've seen it for myself. In the Bible, I've sworn in the Bible, Jesus told the disciples, go sell your belongings and buy what? Buy swords. What? They in the streets, they unarmed. But then you are counting on the enemy to save your life. The popo. But when you see that, what I just showed you, we are on our own. And this is not just in America. This is all over. We gotta put our flag on the map. We gotta hit them where it hurts. We gotta hit them where it hurts. And just like Rocky IV, when Drago killed Apollo Creed, what did he say? If he dies, he dies. We got to say that about them. Beat them till they hurts, till they can never think about doing it again. And we say, if he dies, he dies. Or she dies, she dies. We got to practice what we preach. We talk big and bad on YouTube. But these people, you know they're not doing nothing. They living high life. I got a reputation, man. I got a rap. I don't want my kids to look at me like I'm some damn bitch boy. I want them to look at me like, yo, dad, my dad is my hero. That's my hero. And he ain't afraid of no man. I want my woman to look at me and be like, yo, my man is crazy. He'll step up to any motherfucker. We have a job to do, brothers. I know y'all brothers, y'all on board. But some of our brothers, some of our so-called brothers, they not. They're not. What y'all got to say? I'll give the mic to any one of y'all want to speak. We'll address whatever I say.
You know what? You are. we do have to get more people on board. I'm gonna tell you something, right? If we truly about this and we want to be revolution, and I know you can't say everything on YouTube and shit, you know, like I said, I've been investigated. So for no reason, I thought was no reason. I really, you know, had to come to the conclusion because I'm black. Shit, police walk up to you and call your whole government name, first, middle, and last. It really ain't much. Somebody you ain't never met in your life. It really ain't nothing. But you know what? We have to become a lawless people. And I'm not saying we just gonna start robbing and killing. But what I mean by lawless is we have to stop worrying about what they law say because we are still complete. We are absolutely under someone else's control, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now with a lot of things going on, even with that video with the black guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I tell people white supremacy don't exist to me. Even when you look up that definition of white supremacy, it's the thought that white people is superior. So
Mm-hmm.
why is their thought so important to me? So I believe in black supremacy. So if you look up black supremacy, you're gonna say black people for they're superior to everybody. So instead of us just saying that, and like I say, we do a lot of. I even did a show called "Feel Good Hypocritical Teachings," right? uh the thing about it is when you constantly say, see, everything has a definition. Have you ever heard someone say words have power? So when you constantly teach over and over white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, you know how they say white people taught us that God was white, Jesus is white, because that's what they taught us and the image was there, and it took so long and so many, and a lot of people still hold on to that image, right? So if you constantly teach white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, you start correlate, you correlate supreme or superiority to white people because it's taught, it's imprinted in your brain. We can say we lost the war, we've been under subjugation in this country or around the world, and we're gonna fight our way out of this subjugation, right? If that's what you want. But to constantly say white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, just listen to how many times you are saying white people are superior. And the same people that do that teaching, they like to call black people the N-word over and over and over. But when they talk about white people, it's always white people. It's a guy, you know, I don't call people name on nobody's show. I don't even call nobody name on my show. But it's this guy. He just blew up in the last couple months, right? He will sit on his channel. He might have 10,000, 20,000. I watched it one night at 30,000 people watching. And he would say an N-word, N-word, N-word. And he sounds so tough. And he always talking about being a black man, a real man. And I was listening to his show one time, and he got ready to say something about white people. Now watch this. Black people was the N-word. So he went from the N-word to say, it got ready to talk about white people and caught himself in mid-sentence and said, you know what? I ain't gonna even say nothing because I ain't gonna act like it's all white people. I know some great white people. But when it comes to talking about black people, we are always the N-word. N-word this, N-word that, yada yada. And he's not the only, it's a lot of people do it. When they talk about other people, they always say it with respect. The Asians, white people. They're scared to say Arab. I believe they think Muhammad gonna come out the sky and get them or something, because Arab is a derogatory term, supposedly. You know how I say it, I say Arab. But the white people, the Asians, the Arabs, the East Indians. But look at them niggas over there. Have no respect. You know why? Because we feel, when I'm saying we, of course, it's not all us. And this is just my take on it, right? I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist. Dr. Amos Wilson is. And I listened, he was, because he passed away now. But I listened to something he said, and he said basically similar to what I'm saying. We respect other people. We don't respect ourselves. We respect everybody else, but we have no respect for ourselves. And how can you build yourself up and pull yourself out the hole if you can't look in the mirror and have respect for what you see in the mirror? I get a mic.
Go ahead, underrated.
There's nothing I can say. Brother Picard said it all. It has the question we got to ask ourselves. When is the time says enough is enough?
Mm. Mm.
When's the time? When the time says enough is enough? We know everybody cannot come to the party. We understand it. But when the time says enough is enough? When is the time said, okay, it's going to be a time you might be a martyr? When is that time? Just when is it that, you know, that we instate as a people that we are part of the human race?
Mm.
We are the original people. It's in our DNA. Why we don't tap in our DNA? I say well-rounded warrior. Well, what I mean about that, I said that often on my channel. That means from head to toe, spirituality, um, culturally, and social of our people. When we're going to put that on a fight, and we guard against the fight against evilness. When? And that goes for black man, black woman. When we going to sharpen up our armor to make sure that we protect our own. Just wait. And I fall back.
Great point. Great point. Both of y'all said some great points, man. We have been, you know, and I'm just going to piggyback on what Brother Bakari said. 400 years, we've been taught that we was nothing. We was the N-word. We heard it generation, and now we're still saying it to each other. You got black people now that they're so indoctrinated with this inferiority complex where they bang on black people, brothers like us, that when we call each other, yo, what's up, God? Yo, what's up, King? What's up, my brother? What's up, my sister? What's up, little prince? What's up, little princess? They obeying when we call each other that. Oh, you nothing but a slave. And that's another thing too, what I don't like. This whole notion that we get everything from the white man. That's bullshit. We don't get everything from the white man. The white men have not created nothing. So that means, according to these coons' logic, slavery did not happen. Let me repeat that again. The white man, you got everything from the white man, so that means slavery did not happen. And I might do another program on that nonsense. Because everybody know we built everything. We made everything. Even when it came down to the toothbrush and the toothpaste. White people didn't even know how to brush their teeth. White people didn't even wear underwear. I mean, I can go on and on. All these inventions that our people did. Only thing they did is patent it and sell it back to us. White people didn't create nothing. So when I hear, well, you got that from the white man. No, the white man did not make that, though. My ancestors made that. So when you buy your Colgate and your Crest, just remember your ancestors made the toothbrush and the toothpaste. Even when it comes down to the potato chip, A black man made that. But see, when you enter that slave culture, of course you're gonna think white people are better, white people are this and that. White people are your heroes, they're your saviors. The only thing the white cop can do for me is to clean up the mess. I'm not calling no police. Anybody that invade my home, I'm gonna deal with them. Because now you got black people, they're acting like the Ku Klux Klan. They have that Klan mentality. Oh, I'm going to come see you. Klan used to do that too. I'm going to come see you, boy. I'm going to get you, boy. We took on that slave culture. So any little thing that we do for our people, it don't mean nothing. According to the coon. But when this PECKERW come and harasses us and terrorize us, oh well, you got to turn the other cheek, or why you didn't call the police, or the brother should not did that, or the sister should not did that, or did this, and then just like in prison, right? You let one person punk you, everybody's seeing it, and then next you know it, everybody's punking you. Everybody's is taking your shit. Now you not only just white people, you got yellow folks, you got red folks, brown folks. They all use the N-word towards you. And that becomes acceptable because what Jay-Z has said. Jay-Z don't speak for me. Well, if you keep using the N-word, that's taking the power away from it. But this man is worth $1 billion with the money that he got with Beyonce. What have he done for black folks? What have he done for his people? They don't even control their own money. The LeBrons, it doesn't matter. You can name them. They don't control their money. They're making money, but they don't even control it. Because as soon as they do something positive for their people, next thing you know, they'll lose endorsements. This is the reason why you got that coon Kodak Black. He'd rather give it to the fishes. All that, 100 grand, he throws it in the ocean and he flush it down the toilet because he'd rather give it to than his own people. He'd rather give it to the fishes than his own people. Unbelievable. The slave culture that we're in. We don't even, most of these sorry ass Negroes don't even want to protect the black woman. Now the sisters gotta arm themselves and they gotta go to the gun range. But I tell my sisters, choose your men wisely. That's my advice to them. The same thing goes with the men, and I agree with underrated darkness because it takes two. Choose your women wisely. Because if she's all about in her, oh, I gotta get my hair done and I gotta do my nails and she wanna look pretty. She's not for you. I don't care if she got a big ass. I don't care if she got a big breast. She's not for you. She's all about looking good. Because I know some revolutionary sisters that got all that good, all that fineness, but they'll let you know I'm a revolutionary. I'll punch any PECKERW in their face if they disrespect me. Or any other race of people that disrespect me. But we don't go after them sisters. We go after the Beyoncés, these little Instagram horse models. So that's what we do. And then when you start saying, "Hey, let's get out, let's stop the fuckery, and let's get on code," they want to talk about. You got black people telling me, "Oh, you being hateful and you being racist and you being homophobic." I don't know what homophobic is. I don't know what that is. That's not even in the medical books. I don't know what that is. But because the white man has said it, you got Negroes, they're going to run with it. You got these sorry ass Negroes. You got dudes that rather act like females. It's transformer epidemic now. They want to be women. Or, I feel like a woman. So they go into the women's bathroom. Our little girls go to these bathrooms. Our women go there, but they plop on this wig and put tissues in their breasts, and they goes into our women bath. They go to the women bathroom, watching our women. Don't even know what a woman means. What wound man. Means women with wounds that hold the goddamn baby. That's what a woman means. Don't even know what a woman means. They're going to say they're a woman. Because they feel like a woman. That's nonsense. But if I go around and say, well, I feel like I'm a millionaire, I'm going to walk like I'm going to talk like I'm a millionaire, or you broke. You ain't no millionaire. Just like Dave Chappelle said, what happens if I walk around acting like a Chinese and going like this and talk like Chinese? They'll look at this man like he's crazy. But then you got the Joe Biden, you got these white folks giving these people rights. It's unnatural. It is all this unnatural. And they forcing this down our throat to weaken us. This is a war tactic. And I'm sick of it. And we sitting around thinking that's okay because the white man says okay. Because we trying to look for a come up. At the meantime, our sisters are being attacked. Because our strong men are locked up. They'll find any reasons to lock up the strong men, and now they are left with cowards or dudes that want to act like females. We're gonna flip the game now. And I'm gonna say this. And I'm gonna give y'all closing statements. This is the reason why my circle is very small. Let me say this again. And I want people to hear me and hear me good. This is the reason why my circle is small. My brothers that I hang with in the street, I can count on them on my hand. But I told them, if you don't have my back, like I have your back, I'm getting rid of your punk ass. You're my enemy. You're a coward. And I told them in their face. But they on board. I have no problem. We got to start telling these friends that we have, we got to tell them, if you don't have my back, brother, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to get rid of you. We got to start teaching our babies. We got to start being not only warriors, but we got to start being teachers. Can't leave everything up to the woman. We can teach our children too. Sit down with your son. Sit down with your daughter. Yes, make your world as black as possible. And tell your daughter, hey, if you come, you get older, you start dating, it better be a black man, and it better be a decent black man. It better be a black man with a revolution mindset. It better be a black man. It better be an African man that knows where he's from. That's willing to have your back, willing to die for you. And if she goes outside of that, you tell her, I would disown you. Same thing with the sons. Information man, okay.
Good evening, brother.
Good evening. Glad you're on board, brother.
Yeah, brother, I just wanted to come upstairs and say you're doing a fantastic job speaking truth. And you already know this, that there's only a small percentage of our people who are going to be on that program for what is in the best interest of our people. There are people, you see it on YouTube all the time. There are people that their goal is to grab a bag on our people. So they'll tell you anything that they think you need to hear or want to hear. Right. Then there are those who are just here for fun and games. And then there are those that are really about the work and about the uplift of our people. And there are those who are about the tearing down because they are selfish and only focus on themselves. And so when you travel this particular road that you're on or this part of your life, it's a lonely one because it is not one that will gravitate towards lots of people. Only a few are going to gravitate towards it. Many are called, but few will answer the door or answer that call. And so sometimes you got to walk alone or walk within a small number of people in what you're trying to do. And with time, you'll get the results that are necessary, because look at all the other movements that came before us, before we were even born. A lot of people get this notion, let's say civil rights movement, even Garvey, even though he had the biggest organization, the biggest black organization ever that still stands to this day. There's never been a organization as big as Garvey's. But believe me, when he started, he probably had a few number of people who believed in him. And then it moved and spread as people begin to evolve in their thinking and their philosophy. So, brother, you are being heard. You are well respected. You know, I respect everything that you do, what you're about, as I've gotten to know you in this short period of time. But when I look at you doing a program like this, you're speaking from the heart, but you're speaking from facts. You're speaking from history. You're doing the right thing. And you're saying a message that a lot of our people need to hear. And there are those of, like myself, who that message does resonate with. And so what it does, it allows me to go back and say, hey, man, y'all got to go check out this brother Nollywood Jr. He's putting it down. So you just build and build and build. And like you said, it's really what you do on the ground level in your own community with brothers that you and sisters that you are like-minded with in your community, because that's where it all starts. What can you do within your surrounding areas? I have many times asked brothers these kind of questions on panels when we have a controversial conversation. And when you ask that magical question, you get very little in that area of the discussion, because that's talking about tangibles. That's talking about what can we do to solve the problems. Some people like talking about problems, but the hardest thing to do is to now say, let's get into solutions. Let's get into how we can rectify some of these problems, because we know what the problems are. We know what they are already, but it's about rectifying the situation. So keep doing what you're doing. I like the comment that you said about Polite, because I used to check Polite out myself. And what he does, brother, is that I think Side Netta had hooked up with him in L.A., and he came driving up in some fancy car that looked like he rented it, because believe me, he's renting a lot of that stuff that he's got. But anyway, he said, well, and then Sanetta said to him, man, you got this fancy ride. And he says, this is how he justifies it. This is how a lot of these guys mystify black people. He'll say, well, you know, the pharaohs back in Egypt, they had golden chariots too. They was riding in heavy with gold. So what they do is when they have fancy cars, fancy clothes, and you will question them, how they flip it on you is to say, like I said before, they make you look at they reference history and say, well, how can you criticize me for having nice things and wanting nice things and having a nice car that he brags about when the Pharaoh was dripped in gold and was rolling in a golden chariot? So that's how they get us emotionally, and that's how they're able to negate us from the argument, because we know it's true that if we look back at the history, yeah, brothers and sisters was riding pretty tight, but this is what they don't tell you. And this is the truth. For every pharaoh that was rolling like that, you also had people that would be considered the peasants who had nothing. The working class citizens of societies like Egypt or Kemet or whatever we want to call it, what pro-black, those that are pro-black focus on too much is they focus on the pharaohs. The pharaohs were rich. They would be considered the aristocrats of today. But the average folks weren't living like that in those societies. It was the wealthy, the kings and the queens, and we forget that. And then what they do, they mystify us by focusing on Egypt or Kemet, when if you really break it down geographically, how many black people, because we can have these debates. Yes, we were here in America. We were here. We were everywhere. We're from the whole damn planet. But how many of us can identify our ancestry in Egypt or Kemet? How many of us are actually from there? So we spend a lot of time skipping over the other great countries in the continent. We jump right to Egypt because it's got pyramids and all that, and it's got the most extraterrestrial looking type of landscape. And when we do the history, when you look at slave trades and all that kind of stuff, we didn't all come out of slavery. They didn't go up to North Africa. That doesn't make logical sense. If you need to port people to another country, you're going to get to the closest areas, closest to what? The coastline, so that you can move. You're not going to go deep into the continent way up there. Well, how are you going to move them people? Move them people back and forth. So people like Polite, they use that part of our history that we're bamboozled by to get over on us. And we got to wake up and stop being bamboozled. A Negro is a Negro. A Negro is made in America. He's a fancy talking Negro. Fancy talking, came out of, and you notice it's always these cats, and I'm not trying to disparage anybody who's been in prison, but I notice on YouTube a lot of these cats that they get on YouTube and magnify you, Masterize you with that type of talk. They got something in common. They just got out of the pen a couple years ago. They was reading all those books in the pen. You know, I know that for a fact because I deal with guys like this. And then when they get out, they got all this knowledge because they had they had all this time on their hands to read books. And if they already were quick with their mouth and had a little shadiness to them, they combine that with the history. And then they get over on you and sell you all types of books and get my latest this, get my latest that. It'll be hitting stores tomorrow. And I got to be honest. Sometimes they are able to make I don't know how many of these. Imagine this, brother. Imagine if we could make racism disappear tomorrow and all these hardships, we could make it all disappear tomorrow. And we really lived in a utopia. How many of these individuals, like the Polites, how relevant would they be anymore, and how much money could they still make? Because there's some of them who do pimp our history and our downfalls and our ups and downs, and they live off of it. And that's why I'm saying if it was all to disappear, some of these folks would no longer be relevant.
Facts.
I'll stop there, brother. Great show you got today.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. That's deep. I mean, you had everything that you said. You was on point. Underrated. Do you want to comment?
What's going on, my brother? Underrated Darkness and Bakari.
Let me see. Underrated, you there? Oh.
Well, peace information, man. What's going on?
Oh, it's all good. Good to hear you, brother, too.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, shit, man. Been on here 2 hours, 8:30, man. I'm about to go get me something to eat. I haven't eaten, man. I haven't eaten nothing but broth. Trying to get better for 8 days. I'm hungry as hell. But
right.
But yeah, man. You're absolutely right. about what you're saying about pimping the culture. And what they do is, you know, and they know they are just what is it when you say ancient Egypt, right? And they focus on the pharaohs. So now you have the other hustlers that focus on the DVDs and stuff they make, and just the talk they do on YouTube or any social media. And what they do is they play on black people emotions.
Right.
That's because we're an emotional people, right? I always say stay outside of your emotions. Don't live inside your emotions. Get on the outside. Something I learned in the military. Learn to think under pressure. If you learn to think under pressure, you're always under control, right? So we're always under pressure every day, every second, every minute, every hour in this country. Black people is under pressure, right? So if we learn to think under pressure and listen to what people are saying and watch what they are doing because we are thinking, because our brain is our strongest muscle, and we are staying composed, right? We are poised. They wouldn't be able to get over like that. But they know how to say certain things and get, just like the Black Lives Matter organization. Black Lives Matter. Everybody got all hype because they were saying Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. You understand what I'm saying? They got you with the emotions. So once they got you with the emotions, how long did it take most people to go look into what Black Lives Matter was actually doing? I'm cool with the brother who used to be on YouTube, Irritated Genie, right? Black Lives Matter came out, and I promise you, within 2 weeks, he told me what it was about. He said, be careful. This. Don't let them get you with Black Lives Matter. It's more of these movements. The so-called ADOS movement. If you want to have a movement for reparations, that's cool. But they play on, if we listen and watch what they do, the leaders, they play on your emotions, and then they begin to spew xenophobic attacks, verbal xenophobic attacks, or toward black people from other places. And before we know it, because we are part of this group, every time something happens, we are just fighting one another. And I believe the people like that, the FBA, I ain't calling nobody's name, people know who I'm talking, and people like that, I believe they are getting paid for what they are doing. They know what they are doing. But the people that following them, because we're so emotional, we don't get it, so they can hurt you. Cut the check, cut the check, cut the check, cut the check. Think about what they're going to do for black people when you say reparations, cut the check. Black people going to get hyped. This country owe us because we did this. So once you get hyped, you don't hear nothing else. It's going to come back to reparations, cut the check. They play on your emotions. That's just my take on it. But guy, I'm about to go get me something to eat, man. Underrated. It was good being on here with you. Information, man. I'm glad I was able to be on here with you for a few minutes before I decided to go make me a grilled cheese. God, thank you. Everybody in the chat, I thank y'all. Check out my channel. Brother Bakari, check out the video I did the other day called Alpha versus Beta. It was supposed to be alpha male versus beta male. You should watch it and you understand what I'm talking about. Peace, one love. I'm gonna listen offline while I go get my food.
All right, brother. Enjoy. Brother Guy, I'm gonna get off too, but I just wanted to come up and say those words.
I didn't mean to cut you off, brother, but yeah, I'm about to wrap it up too. But just say, just give your closing statements real quick, and then we're gonna wrap it up, and we're gonna just end it up with Underrated Darkness.
Yeah, all I just wanted to say is a great program. I was listening from afar. I had a few things I was involved in. Thank you for letting me come upstairs, talk for a moment, and keep doing your thing, brother. I'll catch you on the other side. And Underrated Darkness, peace to you, and I hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend. And Jasmine, we got Jasmine Virgo in the house, so peace to her.
Shout out
and
to
everybody and everybody else in the chat room. Eric, Howard, everybody, peace to y'all and everything. Hey, tomorrow, just to give you a heads up, man, I'm going to be going live tomorrow evening on the first channel, and I got a dynamic brother from Freeman Media who's going to be on with me. And
Okay.
it's gonna be a fire program. We're gonna get into some hard talk, just like we did, me and you, about a week ago. So this brother's real deep, and hopefully I can get a group of brothers like yourself, this brother, on again for another panel and have some more. And matter of fact, what I want to do, brother Guy, to be quite honest with you, I would like to get a group of really on fire brothers together, like Hard Code as well. He's definitely got to be penciled in, and have maybe create some type of weekly or bi-weekly program where we can get brothers together and have this sort of town hall, what I would call like a town hall assessment of a lot of things that are going on, and then of course sprinkle in the most important solutions as well.
Nice.
So it's not just complaining about the problems, but now we also give you some solutions that are possible to some of our issues too. So think about that, brother. I'll send you an email or what have you, and connect. And I'll probably have to email you, get your phone number or something like that, so that we can try to collaborate something regular like that. So take care, brother.
You too. Thank you so much for coming through, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. Peace.
Peace. Underrated Darkness. Are you still there, brother?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, give your closing statements. You can take all the time you need, brother.
Well, I'm just saying it's an honor to finally came on. I had this is great conversation. Sorely be needed, and I will say this, that to brothers, cannot have him pick when you cannot have pick for the revolution, or you gonna be with it or you're not gonna be with it. And that's the thing too. They gotta learn to work with each other. We gotta learn to work with other brothers too. You just gotta stop working with just others, because you really hurting the movement when you do that. You know, I would say that, and you keep on the fine work you're doing, and I'm good, and I'm happy. It's a privilege to finally get BB on here. It really is. You don't know. You just do not know. This is good. I'm happy. Thank you so much.
Anytime, King. You know what I'm saying? And I want to thank everybody in the chat. I want to give a couple of shout outs. You know me, I got to give my shout outs to people who came through. I don't want to miss anybody. I would give a shout out to my sister, my queen, Erica Howard, Person Kid 21. Thank you again, Underrated Darkness. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Who else? Brother Bakar. I want to thank Brother Bakar for coming through. Information Man, I want to thank you again. Both of y'all brothers for coming, all y'all brothers for coming through. KW Dawn 7, thank you for coming through, man. Who else? Oh, Kendra K, thank you, sister, for coming through. We definitely got a bill, sister. Jasmine Virgo, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Who else? I hope I don't want to miss anybody. I think that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna end this. But just to give my closing statements, we got to protect our sisters. We cannot be cowards. And there's nothing wrong for sisters protecting the brothers too, because we all fighters. We gotta have an African. We gotta have an African conscience. We gotta have an African mindset. We are warriors. Okay, we got to be unapologetic. We are on our own. This is not just here in America. I just showed you what goes on in South Africa as well. Okay, and we got to stop following this, this other so-called evolutionaries that feed on our emotions. They're just trying to make money off of us. Can't follow these cats. So we are. This is we got to come together as a nation. We got to come together as a nation. And we got to really, really start doing some background checks on our people, because some of our people, they're like moles, man. They see you doing something. They like the William O'Neills. Everybody saw the Judas and the Black Messiah. We can't have that. Can't have that. So we got to start really, we got to do it like the Net Turner, man. We got to start really being selective who we can have in our circle. Because the people that I thought was cool, those people turned on me. That's why I said I want to start a whole new team. So Information Man said he wants to do maybe twice a week, have the brothers on the panel, underrated. You definitely need to come on board with us on that. Because you'll be good. You'll be good for the brothers coming together, and you, Information Man, Brother Bakari. You know what I'm saying? African supremacy. We need to get these. We the kings at the table. We got to bring the kings at the table. We are the beacons of light. All these other suckers that you hear, they ain't nothing. We are the truth. Real talk. So again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, share, press those notifications. Subscribe to my brother, Underrated Darkness. Subscribe to him. This is a good brother, powerful brother. To subscribe to Information Man. If you haven't subscribed to Information Man, the Information Man Show. He also got a podcast too. Subscribe to Brother Bakari if you haven't subscribed to him. Because we are the beacons of light. We're gonna bring the truth to you. Okay? This ain't no get rich crap. This is real. This is the real deal. All right? Trust me, I'm going to war now. I'm going to war. Ain't no funny business. This is serious. So let's get on board. Let's get on code. All right. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Peace and love. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Thank you. We out.